I'm Giselle.
I am George. At this time we're going to buy a new dirt bike for me, a new toy that I always wanted. It's a 2000 Kx500. I was watching videos over YouTube about those bikes, and I started getting into it, and then I started thinking that I wanna get one. Finally, I find one. Hour and a half away, so I'm on my way right now to get the bike, and then we'll see. I want to post more videos about the bike, and then showing you guys looks on the pictures. They're super clean pictures, so I think the bike is good. It's worth it. And, I will post more video about the bike. Yeah, finally we getting there to pick up the bike. Let's see if the guy is home, because he told me he's gonna be on the gym. So let's check.
Your destination is on the right.
Well, so you say this one, that's what you put it aftermarket, right?
Exactly. So that's it. That's the aftermarket. It's called a Boyson rad valve. So rather than just putting a set of Boyson reeds, it's the whole valve. It replaces the stock valve on the bike. So it gives it a little better intake. And then it also has JD jetting on it.
It's shifting good and everything.
Yeah, once you ride it, since it's light enough. You want to take it for a spin?
Yeah, just low. You mean like to shift it?
Yeah, it's fine.
You want to start?
Yeah. I think you should try starting it, because it's you have to sort of learn how to do it. So turn on the choke first. Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to open up the petcock, and that's the one thing I forgot to tell you, is the gas, the fuel thing, is a little sticky right now. You're probably going to want to disassemble it and lube it, or just replace it altogether. This little thing right here, you know, it's firm. It's, you know, it's not horrible, but it's kind of hard for my fingers, so I just grab some pliers and do it. But I would, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, it might be easier to stand on that, and then what you do with a big bore is you kind of go down a couple times till you feel the piston catching, and then you crack the throttle just a little bit at the same time. So now go ahead. It's a little bit of tricky. A little less throttle now. You're almost there. So try to start a little bit higher. So you gotta and you're just gonna have to learn how to do this. I had to learn how to do it myself. It's not easy on a big bore because the piston's so big. My wife couldn't kind of slide all the motor
doesn't have no cracks, nothing, right?
No.
Oh,
And look underneath here. You don't have to remove the skid plate to change the oil. You see
Oh,
how
really?
it's got a hole right here? So it's just you go up through the hole and you just go with the wrench right up there and you drain it.
Oh my God, that's nice.
And then you put it in. Yeah, that's a little better design than having to pull off the skid plate all the time.
It's really clean, man. I like it.
Oh, I bought it brand new. It's always been my baby, so you know,
Yes,
I've never beat on
I like
it. You know, I've never raced it.
You never paint it?
No,
Stock?
that's all stock. It's all, you know.
Oh my God, this
The
one.
only thing that I changed, this is actually the stock fenders, stock tanks, stock shrouds, stock number plates. The only thing I changed is, you see this thing right here? One of these cracked right here.
Oh, okay.
And then when it cracked, I went ahead and went down to Kawasaki and bought the new everything. You know, I just put all new guards. And then this thing broke here, so I just decided to replace the number plate so that it would hold the pad, you know. But
Yeah.
it really didn't need it. It just, I liked it, you know.
After ride on this one, every time I have to check the bolt. They come loose, right? The vibration.
You know what? I've heard that, but I've never had that issue with it. So I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. But to be honest with you, I don't think it's as bad as they make it out to be in the magazines. You know, on as far as loosening up the bolts, everything has stayed in good order for me.
What kind of exhaust?
So this is called an FMF desert pipe.
Okay.
So it's for higher end. So you can also get the FMF gnarly for it, which gives it more bottom end.
Right?
So maybe on the track that might be a little better for you. It'll give it more high end. So when you're getting on it, it'll hit the power band higher.
Wow.
But this has so much torque that, you know,
I don't need it.
you don't really need it, you know.
Yeah.
But this I haven't repacked for a while, so you may want to, you know how you can take it
Yeah.
apart and put the new packing in?
Buy the
I have a
packing.
feeling, yeah, you buy the packing and put it in. You can also just buy the whole thing for $100 and something bucks.
I like the old school look. You know?
It is an old school bike. I
Yeah.
mean, my neighbor loves it because even though it's a 2000, it really looks more like an 80s bike, you know.
I love it, man.
But
I
I
like
think
it.
that's what's kind of cool about it is it doesn't have the. And when I took it to, I don't know if you've ever heard of Carnegie, but it's in Livermore. It's
Yeah,
a
those-
big,
I
big
heard, yeah.
riding area. And 2 years ago, I go with a neighbor across the street who used to ride, him and his son ride. And so we went and they have a little shop there and you can buy hot dogs in there and stuff. And we went there for lunch. And then I leaned this up against a post at one of the picnic tables. And I came out and there are all these young kids, all 20-somethings, and they all got their brand new 250s and they're beautiful, they're all decked out, but they're all looking at this.
Yeah.
Is this your bike?
Yeah.
Is this your bike?
Oh my
And I'm like, yeah, and they're, oh my gosh, you know, oh, this is so great. You know, they look at it like I would look at an old Plymouth Barracuda with a big Hemi engine and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Because they don't make 500s anymore. You can't get them anywhere.
Unless they do some kind of like engine swap to the new frame, you know.
Yeah, they've
Oh,
stocked
like
with the Honda. Like Honda, there's a lot of people doing it with the Honda CRs, but you can't get the parts anymore, so they stopped. The Honda went away. There's still lots of parts available, thankfully, for the 500
And then,
Kawasaki.
I wrote it the other day. There was a guy like old timer.
Yeah,
He borrowed me his 300. His Husky,
yeah,
2018.
yeah.
Oh my God, it handles like a 4-stroke now. That's technology, man. But
Yeah,
it's kind of like not fun no more. It's so easy to ride a new 2-stroke.
yes.
But this one right here, man, this one gets you, you know.
Yeah, I had a brand new KTM, well, a 2060 KTM 250 SX, and I liked it. It was fun. I went snowboarding and I couldn't kickstart this thing. My knee was hurting too bad, so I went and bought a 250 in case that was happening
yeah.
again. But I still like this bike better.
Yeah.
And the reason being is it's easier to ride because
Yeah.
when you're on a hill climb, sometimes like you take a bad angle and you slow down on the 250, you can't get it to
Yeah.
go. It goes, oh. This thing, oh, you know, it
Nothing.
just comes right back. One time I was riding at Carnegie and there was a steep hill climb and there were guys on XR 650s. And so they were going, oh, and then they let off the throttle, come to almost a stop and then, oh.
Really?
And I came up next to them on this, oh,
Like that.
oh, and then I hit the throttle, and then I'm all, can you do that? You know,
Wow.
they didn't have an answer for that, 'cause, you know. You might be strong enough to do it with your fingers. You can try. See if you're strong enough. My fingers aren't quite strong enough to turn it, you know. And it's in the middle that's off. But so that would be the one thing I would, you know, fix right away. Yeah, right there. Just right in the middle. So now it shouldn't leak.
Yep. Yeah, because it gets stuck, you know, because the gum, it gets gum by the years, you know, it was.
Oh yeah. So you see what happens is with the 2-strokes, if you're not riding it for a while,
The oil.
you want to drain it maybe because the oil does gum it up, and that happened to this once, and so that's why I replaced the jets because I let it sit for a couple of years.
I got my mechanic, he can fix it.
Even then, the last time I rode it was, let's see on the sticker. I've got the new sticker for you in the house. So yeah, 2018. So I rode it sometime in 2018 was the last time I took it out riding.
Wow.
So
I love it, man. I like it.
yeah. But I rebuilt the carb and it runs better than it ever has, really.
Oh, I like it, man.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it right now.
Oh yeah, wait till you get it warmed up and you get used to it. But be careful, okay? Really. I mean, I'm being dead serious because this bike can sneak up and bite you if you're not careful. Like sometimes you hit the throttle in 3rd or 4th gear, up it comes, right?
I ride every weekend.
Oh, okay, so you'll be fine. Just roll the throttle at first until you get used to it because I see it all the time. I remember when I had a 490 and I'd see guys and they'd be riding and they'd snap the throttle back.
I just had a big crash 2 months ago.
Oh.
I was riding the track with my 2-stroke.
Yeah.
And then I was having so much fun, and I was going fast, trying to catching some kick, going fast, you know.
Yeah.
And there was a triple.
Oh yeah.
And then there was another leap in the triple, you know. And then coming to the triple, I was with the 2-stroke, but I see rocks, you know.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, I just gonna gas it a little bit.
Yep.
And then clear it, the triple, take it easy. But for all of a sudden, I feel like my bike start going like this.
Oh, you
But
and
the things I think I compressed my rear shock too much.
yes.
I told my friend, hey, can you help me up to set up my my settings for my shock? And he looked at it on Google, it did something. So I seen him compressing too much. But I think that's the thing that the bike showed me up like this. You know?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so-
It did. You compress it and then it rebounded and then you are in the front rut probably. And
Yeah, I crashed very bad.
oh
man,
man, sorry to hear that.
Two strokes are hard, you know, to ride, but you know, I like it for some reason. Like.
Well, that's it. I think that, you know what, I had a 4-stroke Husky 501, and I liked riding it. I'd ride that more in the street than in the dirt. But the 2-strokes challenge you more because they're more raw in their power.
But
And
like
so-
I said, after the crash on the 2-stroke, I know I'm gonna take it easy, man. I'm not gonna try to get crazy.
Well, I know you'll love this bike.
Yeah, man, I can tell you, I love it. Yeah,
That's
wow.
my wife, but I had to park my Mercedes out there. So
On to Patterson Boulevard.
Hi, so finally I buy the bike. It was super clean. It was incredible clean, nice. Looked like it's a brand new bike. So I'm very happy with that. And well, I will post more videos from me riding the bike. So if you like this video, just give me a thumbs up and you will see my new videos very soon. Thank you. Bye.